question.
Yeah.
A lot of focus on the economic pain in Russia potentially from these sanctions, but what about the economic pain here? The Russians are saying they think gas prices in Europe are going to double. How high could they get here?
Well, I think, again, Peter, and as I said to Ouija, I mean, some of this depends on what President Putin does. So as he is suggesting what the impact will be around the world, it's all based on what his actions are, just to be very clear about it. What the president is focused on and is working on is taking every step we can to communicate with, coordinate with, engage with big global suppliers around the world to minimize the impact on the energy markets.
But even without all this going on, gas in California is almost $5 a gallon. Should people across the country expect to see that kind of a number when they go to gas up their car? $5, $6?
Well, again, I think as you heard the president say last week, standing up for our values is not without cost. What we're trying to do is minimize that cost. So I don't have a prediction of it right now because we're trying to minimize the impact on the global energy markets.
Okay, something that you said, two different things that you've said so far today. You said you think right now Putin is improvising and adapting, but you've also said that you very much anticipate and predict that he's going to invade further. So which is it? Is he adapting or is he still invading?
Think big here, Peter. He can still be preparing to invade, which we've said, and that continues to be the case, while making adaptations on when, if, how, to what his strategy is. That's what we're seeing. Both are true.
But so if that's what you're seeing, you announced sanctions yesterday.
Yep.
Did any Russian military units turn around and head back towards Russia?
Again, I'm not going to get into assessments from here of movements of any military, but also what we're trying to do is prevent a war, prevent devastation on the Ukrainian people. And we're already seeing the impact on the economy in Russia. We're going to continue to make clear that there are much, that is, if he continues to escalate, we will as well.
And as we wait to see if or how Russia might retaliate against the U.S., the FBI is reportedly warning businesses about cybersecurity risks. So why did you say there is no current threat as it relates to cyber here?
There is no current threat as it relates to cyber here. The FBI and all of the agencies in the government always provide regular updates on what businesses and entities should do to prepare for the potential for. There is still no immediate specific threat.
But on Friday, the Deputy National Security Advisor for Cyber came in here to say we don't have the level of cyber resilience that we wish. Why would somebody come to the White House briefing room and talk about that if there is no threat?
Because we anticipate that there could be continuing threats in the future, and what we need private sector companies to do is harden their cybersecurity capabilities now. Now is the time to do it.
Okay, and then finally, the State Department spokesman today said you guys are doing everything you reasonably can to prevent human rights abuses, atrocities, and potential war crimes in Ukraine. How can you say that if all that you're announcing is financial punishment?
That isn't all we're announcing. We have provided a range of assistance to Ukraine, humanitarian assistance, security assistance, the most of any year in history. We will continue to build on all of this assistance. We are plussing up support for our partners and allies in the region to ensure they know we have their backs, and we are abiding by our NATO obligations. And we continue to also provide, I think what he was referring to, is a range of public information as well to make clear what the intentions are of the Russians, to call them out for the type of actions we could see them taking in the future. Go ahead.
Jen, if I can ask you about Nord Stream 2.
Sure.